It's time to find the fun and fair. 12 brand new prompts, the fun has begun. With Candy and Hazel, there's room for everyone. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're sharing what we do. But there's no pressure here, just a crafty point of view. Tag us and use the hashtag FF2026. Pick your favorite prompts and your crafty tricks. We'll be right there to cheer you on. Just join in the fun till the month is gone. No stress, just crafts. Let's find the fun.
Hey, you YouTube. Alright, so this again is a very hodgepodge in my head type thing because I actually started recording on Monday already. So I've finished recording most of this and I'm coming back to the beginning to do an intro video. But in the meantime, unfortunately, life happens when you're making other plans. And I have personally been battling some personal health issues, and unfortunately hubby is back in hospital. So yeah, sorry for my delay. I do apologize that I have not gotten this up on time, but anyways, on with it. So let's do some intro notes and stuff. So new subscribers, hello to Lee, the Happy Creatrix, Twith Books, Mamalu, and Cheryl Lemontagne. I hope I got that right, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Shout outs to my partner in crime, Hazel. Thank you so much for helping me through and being a little bit of a voice of reason for me over the past few days and jumping in when you did. I really do appreciate that, and that's one of the great things about this community. And I also want to say a very special thanks to Cindy as well, Cindy from Scrap Brat. Sure, you ladies, you all mean so much to me, but thank you to those two specifically for just being there. Oh, 220 subscribers, which is fantastic. So, yeah, shout outs to Hazel, Wendy Wright, Lee, Trish from Crafting Whimsy, Debs the Creative Book Shack, Cindy from Scrap Brat, Susan from I Totally Love It, who does the weekly crafty news, and she's always advertising for us, and it's just so lovely. Thank you so much. Annie, my creative detour, Susan Gazaway, paper crafting. I've mentioned Twith Books, Mamalu, Caroline, Dream with Caroline, James Creative Space, Maggie, Journaling with Maggie, Debbie Reed, Gwen the Trash Witch, Cheryl, Tammy from Mystic Creative Cottage, and yeah, just ladies, thank you so much for if you responded to my post yesterday. I really do appreciate all the encouragement and the love and support and understanding for all of this. Alright, so today's video is inspired by Natasa from Treasure Books. I've chosen to do tunnel. The prompts are tunnel or window. So I've also chosen to do the tunnel. So I wanted to use my other dies. I actually wanted to do what I did for the ephemera, where I used this tunnel die to make a tunnel, but I've gone on a total different tangent instead, as you will see. I wanted to do jelly printing on my initial pieces of cardboard, and that was a complete utter disaster. I think maybe it had to do with the paint that I used, but basically my papers actually stuck to the jelly paint and ripped, and it just was not good. So instead what I've done is I'm using my oxide inks, which you'll see in the video as it goes. I also want to use the hashtag using what I own, which is inspired by Debs at the Creative Book Shack. So this will be a double hashtag again. I'm warning you up front now, this is going to be a longer video, guys, so please just stick with me to the end and see what I've done, because there was a lot of things involved in getting this video up and running, and believe me, it took me more than just an hour to put this all together. So over almost 3 days now, so yeah. And just again, I thank you for your understanding and your patience during this time. So I might be a little bit late with my videos for the rest of the week, but I just want to guarantee you that I'm here, I'm with you. I'm still going onto YouTube to check who's following the hashtag Triple F 2026. That's what we're doing today. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. And it has been a lot of fun. Like Hazel said, it's been a big learning thing as well, which has been very good. Some of the prompts have pushed me out of my comfort zone, which is great. Some of the prompts I knew exactly what I was going to do straight away, and some of them I've just kind of gone with the flow, go with the flow situation. So yeah, I think that's everything, I hope. So thank you so much again for sticking it out with me and being patient with me during this time. And yeah, on with the video.
Jump in quickly again before I start the video, because I've just only received this update now from Patricia Adams. Thank you so much for sharing my post, Patricia. I love and miss you too, so I'll be back soon. So here we go. Here's today's video. Let's get on with it.
It's time to find the fun in faith. 12 brand new prompts. The fun has begun. With Candy and Hazel, there's room for everyone. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're sharing what we do. But there's no pressure here, just a crafty point of view. Tag us and use the hashtag FF2026. Pick your favorite prompts and your crafty tricks. We'll be right there to cheer you on. Just join in the fun till the month is gone. No stress, just crafts. Let's find the fun.
Rose book. I can't remember what it's called, but I obviously pulled it apart quite some time ago. So I've already fussy cut some of the roses out, but I wanted to save this one for now because the Just Joey was the granny who looked after me. She was Joey, and she absolutely loved this Just Joey rose, obviously because it was her name. So it's one of my two favorite roses. The other one is the Candy Stripe. Obviously candy stripe and Just Joey. So yeah, I kind of saved that one to kind of cut with you guys, and then I want to put it one side so I remember that when I stick it down that this one is Just Joey, because you'll see from the fussy cuts I've got on the side here, there's quite a few of these like peachy color roses that I've cut out. So what's also cool about this rose book, I got it from the secondhand bookstore some time ago, like when I first started the junk journaling thing. And yeah, let me just quickly fussy cut this one out and then I can show you what's really cool about this. I've forgotten my microphone again. Okay, let me cut this out. There's my Just Joey. Right, so the way that this book has been printed is that there's all the roses are on one side of the book, which is very cool. So as you can see, this was page 18 and this was page 17. So it's quite cool that when you cut out the roses, they actually, you've got a little bit of the back side of the rose coming through, which is quite fun for this project.
Let's try that again with microphone on. Sorry. Again, having to do this in different sections. So generally I try and look and see which side of the page is easier to cut out. So I think this rose might be a bit easier to cut out than that rose. So let's go for it. So yeah, just fussy cutting it out, and sometimes I chop off a petal if I need to. A couple of them I had to do that. So yeah, this is quite a lovely book that I happen to have come across. I should go and see if they don't maybe have some more. But we are using what we own as well, so that's what is important here, is to actually use the things that we already have. I think it's quite crazy a little bit that I went to go and pull these ones out of my cupboard, and I just happened to have pulled the Just Joey rose. That's very sweet. So at least that granny, I know, is also going to be a part of this journal, which is fantastic. Right, I've thrown away the rest. So there's my Just Joey over there. Right, so let's think about how we're going to do this. Yeah, this one's still a little bit damp, so let's let that one to dry a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do, and this one's also still a bit damp, so let's work with the two drier ones first. I think I like, oh, they're so pretty. Both sides have turned out so nicely. Let's try this one as a beginning. Right, I'm going to poke a hole in it. Right, and then grab some scissors. Just get it going, and then start tearing it. Oh my goodness. But nerve-wracking. Now, bearing in mind, I still have to actually put this whole thing together. I need to leave a bit of space for the washi tape. Just randomly pulling out the center, this, and leave a bit of space for the washi tape, because that is how this is going to go. Right, there we go. There's one done. Now I want to make sure the next one, obviously, that the tunnel is a bit smaller. So I'm actually going to take my pencil, line these up as best as I can, and kind of just do a bit of a tracing thing. So when I tear out the middle of this one, I don't go past there. So poke a hole just to get it going. Snip a bit. Start tearing. Trying to stay inside of that very light pencil mark that I made. Who are the girls barking at? I don't know. Can't see anybody outside, and they are yapping away. There we go. And I'll just line it all up again just to make sure that I'm happy with that. I hope this will work. I don't think I have them the right way. Where do I have this one? No? Nope. That looks about right. Oh, I'm not so sure now. I don't think it really matters, as long as we don't go too far down. That one's still quite damp, and so is that one, but let's just go for it. Kind of line them up again. A very light pencil. Oops. Trying not to draw on it, but it's okay. Not actually easier to even tear. Poke a hole, start the cutting. Ooh. It's very soft. I can just kind of make up my pencil marks, I think. There we go. I'll lay them on top of each other again, just to make sure. I think that looks pretty awesome. Right. Then what I was thinking about doing is taking this last page, kind of covering the whole of this back piece, but it's so pretty, I don't know which side to choose to glue down. So let's go with this side. Let's go for, oh, come on now. Can't get my glue out. It's going to be difficult because I need to actually glue it that side. I think I want that to be the back. So let's just take some glue stick first. I hear people taking their bins in. I think that's what they're barking at. Because today is bin day. Okay, right, there we go. Some glue. I'm going to just hope for the best. Stick it down and hope for the best. Let's give that a smush down. Right. Let's hope I got the best part of the garden there. So this was from also one of my gardening magazines. I had some stuff already sort of cut out and put away in one of my many container things underneath my desk organizer. So while I was looking for the roses, I happened to find these. So I was like, okay, well again, we're going to use what we own. Use what we have. Oh. There we go. Oh, that's very cool. It makes you very happy. That's very awesome. Pretty. There we go. Now, the question is, I think what I do want to do is want to round the corners and ink it all up. And then maybe we should washi tape it together and take it from there. So first things first, let's do this thing where we round the corners. Goodness. Corners. Oh, it's done. This side. and the back page. Right, there we go. Corners all rounded, ready. Size, oh my gosh, what a big sigh that was. Let's get dangerous tools out of the way for now, because I don't need my pokey saw right now. And I've just thrown it at the back there. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a bit of a mission to get out, but it's fine. We'll sort that out later. It's not imperative now. So, yeah, let me go ahead and try and ink these edges a little bit.
It's time to fun and feel. 12 brand new prompts. The fun has begun. With Candy and Hazel, there's room for everyone. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're sharing what we do, but there's no pressure here, just a crafty point of view. Tag us and use the hashtag FFF26. Pick your favorite prompts and your crafty tricks. We'll be right there to cheer you on. Just join in the fun till the month is gone. No stress, just crafts, let's find the fun.
Right, as you can see, I've gone back to the good old faithful shoe polish because I'm so tired of fighting with my brown, which is pretty much dead. And I got to use my new finger daubers, which is cool. I think this is the second one I've only ever used. I don't know if you saw, but I did actually sand the edges of this just so it could take up the ink, which is kind of done. So I'm okay with that. Oh, I forgot to do this side, so let's just quickly do the back of this. This is very handy actually. It's the first time I'm actually doing it this way, where I'm actually using the finger dauber directly onto the shoe polish. And it's very effective. I'm impressed with that. So the main reason why I used the finger dauber was so I can get into those pieces that I tore out, and that worked really well. So I'm very happy with that. There we go. Right, let's start assembling this thing together. I also, in pencil, I've just written an F on the pieces that I want on the front. F. And F. Cool. Why does that not look right? Oh, because that one needs to go that way. I was like, right, something's wrong here. There we go. Alright, washi tapes. Let's go for this box. So basically all I'm going to do is actually just tinge this all together. I like those two and I like those two. Let's start with those two and then those two. I'll take them from there. Those two are a little bit smaller, but that's fine. Right. How are we going to do this? I think let's start here with these two. I think I'm going to do slightly thinner washi tape on this one. There we go. Move half of that one out the way. I'm aiming for about half, so let's see. Ah, I forgot the extra glue. It's okay, we can sort that out. Let me put extra glue down this side quickly. should be good. Line them up nicely as best as I can. There we go. Let's make sure it's not doing what I want it to do. Of course not. Because why? I am on camera. Okay, that will do it for me. Quite happy with that. Let's trim this excess off right away. I'm just checking that my microphone's back on. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one we done. Next one. Very cute. Like that. I must go and put some extra glue down on that other piece, but we'll do that later. Just in case. Oh, it's pretty. Aim for about halfway. That's very nice. Let's trim. Okay. Lining them up as best as I can. Give that a good smush. Hopefully when I do that, it works. Okay. So we almost got most of the construction done here on this tunnel. Snip the excess off. Let's get rid of that. Right, and then this page. Let's go for a thicker one this time. Yeah, if I can find the edge. Here we go. This one seems to be a little bit more directional, so I think I should turn it that way. Glue. Do that side first. Turn it around. Oh, no, that way. Yes, that way. So that butterfly is flying in the right direction. About halfway. Let's give that a good smush down this side first. And then she'll do the other side. Good. Happiness. Sliding it all back up. Got the excess. Okay. Right. Oh, it's looking so cute already. Ooh, the glue's sticking there to each other. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm happy so far. Right. That one I'm going to use at the end to actually glue it all in. So kind of made piles. So I've got like 4 pinkish ones. Oh, there's more than that. Oops. There is, plus this one, which I definitely want on the cover. There's 5 of those and 4 of those. So I'm thinking, right, let's use these ones on the front. This one is so cool. It's almost like a candy stripe, just an orange version of the candy stripe, which I quite like. So the Just Joey. So now I'm just going to play around first, right? So let's see. Put the 2 yellow ones on the side like that, and then the 2 peachy ones. Maybe something like that. I think I'm going to make the Just Joey go up at the top here. Yes. Okay. Happy. I'm going for it. So like I said, it's very cool because the other side of the rose is, well, the other page of the rose is showing through. Let's just use this thing for now because you know what? This closing of this pin thing is irritating me. Too much. Okay, so that one's going to go there. Let's move it up just a bit. Let's stick that Just Joey down. Trying to think random thoughts. That one there. That's looking very cool so far. Quite happy. Right, so if I flip that over, you see those little roses are peeking through, which I love. I think it's so cool. Right, let's go, should we go pink then red? Let the pink ones kind of blend in a little bit. So now I've only got 4 of those. I want them just kind of peeking through. Again, really trying to think random thoughts, but also within reason, you know. That's fun. I think we can maybe squeeze this one in here-ish. And we definitely need one this side somewhere. It's gotten very cluttered there. I wonder. Just thinking about moving them, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's keep this one in here a little bit. I think they can work. Very on top of each other. Let's see if I offset them just ever so slightly. Like there-ish. That one's it's just too busy there. Who says that they all have to be there? Not me. Let's do it that way then. That looks pretty cool. Only problem is I feel like this rose is upside down. So let me swap these two around to see if it looks a bit better. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and stick these ones down. You see what this is? There's no right or wrong way, as usual. There we go. Maybe that way. Thinking about it, but not thinking about it. Not so easy. Let's just play a little bit more with this one, because again, I feel like it's... doesn't matter if it's upside down. Let's try it that way. That will do. This glue is mushing out all over the place. Oh, are you kidding me? I put glue on the wrong side, didn't I? I did. Now we're just going to have to go with it. I was complaining that it looks upside down. Now it is. That's fine. Right. 4 more to go. Come on. Just stick that on this corner. Let's try. Get some glue on here. And also, I think I'm going to just push it back a little bit more. I'm trying not to let this layer overlap too much over this center piece here. Oh my gosh, I've got glue everywhere. Let's just get a wet wipe out for that. It's one of those times where you want 1 and 2 come out. Just give that a bit of a wipe off. Right. Cool, last 4 roses. And now obviously I want to try and come in this side. Fill these in. That's looking pretty cool. And this one kind of hereish. How does that look? It's got like a secret garden feeling going on there, right? That's kind of what I was going for. So you can just kind of see the background happening there. I'm quite liking that. Let's see if we can get it stuck down as nicely as I'd like it to be. I want that garden just sneaking through. I need to just pull these back a little bit more. Just keep pulling them back a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. That's something. What are you doing, Candy? I don't know. Luckily, I can still manipulate them a little bit. I'm liking that. Okay, that's better. Okay. Right. So if you look back through the tunnel, you can see those sides of the roses too, which I think is very cool, even though they don't quite make sense because they're not exactly identical on each side of the page. But that's pretty cool. And then there's our little secret garden right at the back. So that's how it's looking. Oh, look at this glue. Let me just give that a quick wipe and deal with this glue situation. Sometimes hubby calls me and I'm busy gluing something down and I'm like, you got me in a sticky situation. I'm coming now. So there we go, sticky situation. Right, let's pull out our page. Oh, sorry. Keep sitting down too hard on this chair. Let's take out this page again. This page didn't work out too well, I must be honest. And guess what? I made my tunnel the wrong way. Oops. Because I'm filming ahead of time. And I didn't even open the book until now. Oops. Alright. That's fine. We're just going to hinge it anyways. So, you see how I'm going to hinge it though. Maybe we can do something here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that. Let me see. Maybe I have another pretty garden image that we can put on the back there and almost hide the hinge. Let's see what I have in my stash. I don't think that thing is too far away. Luckily it is not. There we go. I did choose the prettiest garden out of here already. That's very pretty, but it's not big enough. That's such a pity because that really is lovely. I like that with its little purple flowers. So good because it's purple flowers. That one's just too cactusy for my liking. That one's probably going to be too long. Yep. Let's see. I don't want to cut off the purple flowers though. What are we going to end up cutting off if I do that? A little bit of that baskety thing up there. Nope. You know what? I'm going to go with this one. And then, I don't know. I've got no clue. I don't even know. I'm very confused right now because this was totally not planned. I'm even thinking, what happens if I just kind of randomly tear it a little bit? think I might even do that. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to randomly tear it a bit. Oh, too much that side. A little bit more. So much for hiding the hedge now. I really want that purple flower in there as well. Of course I do. Yeah, that's looking okay. And then let's just tear it on the top. Okay, and on the bottom. That will do. Let's ink this up. See if it will ink up. Being a magazine image, but it has left a bit of torn paper edge, which is great. The side, I tore it the wrong way. I think that is okay. The only thing that I can think about doing in the background here is what I did with these papers, but that's a bit of a mission now because, mind you, let's experiment. Let's experiment quickly. Ever so quickly. Let me take out the colors I've used before. They're still quite, ooh, near the top. I just bashed my head. Oops. A little bit of that one. Put that one straight back. Where's the other green one? Must be at the bottom here. There's two. Cool. This one. On a spray bottle. Now you can see me doing this in action. Spray it with some water and then just kind of run my fingers through it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have a wet wipe. Let's see what happens if we go like this. Oh, I hope it works. Not too bad. Stop it from going on to the other page. Let's just try and mark that up a bit. Yep. And then these last three bits, I'm just going to use my fingers to fill in the gaps. Messy play. Let's just do one more. That'll do. You know me and my incessant cleaning. Not that my fingers are very clean. I don't mind my fingers being messy. Not at all. Right. Let me get my fan brush again. So I'm going to spray my fan brush with a bit of water, but I like to spray it away from my project, so you won't off camera now. Sorry for that. Right, and then we just give it a bit of a flick. Oh, I love watching this process. It's just so cool. I'm going to try and get up in the corners. So a lot of this mottling will be covered by the picture, the magazine image. Yeah, that will do. At least now it's also all matchy-matchy, which is great. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to heat dry this. I think that's good. Dried it off camera so it doesn't make too much noise for you guys. That's looking great. I'm very happy. So sorry again that this one's a longer one again, but you'll forgive me, right? Because this is fun. I'm going to try and ink the edges here. This is great. Almost done. See if I can grab a spare piece of paper. Let's try and ink up the side. Oops. It'll just make it look a little bit more crunchy then. Going with the flow. Right. Get out the way. Right, let's hinge this on here. Which side first though? That's the question. When we hinge this onto here, I think that might be a better option, and that will also give that a bit of time to dry. So let's go for it. Table glue. I just keep checking every time the dogs bark. I'm like, oh, is my microphone still on? I cut it there. Guess what? I can't find my scissors. Oh, there they are. Glue on half of that. I'm actually quite glad that this kind of happened, so it can be all cohesive now with the background. I'm trying to see where to cut this so it hinges properly. Kind of with the angle. So now there's a double secret garden happening here, which I like very much. Right, let's get some glue on this. Actually, I'm going to glue it here first. The one Yorkie is barking outside and the other one's barking inside. My husband's having a fat chat with her about, do you even know why you're barking? Who you barking at? The cheeky one who barks inside. Yes, she's naughty. Right, let's hope this works. Experimenting. It's moving. I'm just trying to hold this in place for a few seconds. Let's get the big guns out. Just do this. Because now I'm also thinking I really do want to put a bit of a strip of washi tape around the edge there. And these ones are a little bit too wide for what I want to do. So, looking up there. Because now the back page has got the water theme. Oh gosh, look at this mess. The back page has got the water theme. So I need to find something which will suit this page and the other page. So while I'm fiddling here, let me contemplate that. Okay, so I made up my mind. I've decided to go with this like plaid because that's a bit neutral for both sides of the page, which is cool. On the edge now. Oh, come on now. Here we go. Get it going. Should be okay to wrap around. There we are. Right, let's get some glue going. I think I'm going to start on this side. Just get a tiny little strip going on the side. Cool. To get glue on this spine that I've made here. There we go. We're almost done. I know this has been a long one, so I really do appreciate you sticking it out with me. But there are no time limits on this particular collaboration. Right. Again, let me try and cut that off. Bit of a mission. Especially because I can't really see what I'm doing. I want to see if I can't try and just tuck this round. Yeah, that will work. And the side. To cut it there. And just tuck it in. There you have it. Okay, cool. Tunnel. Right, let's glue this last piece in. I mean, I could even do it there and have a writing space. Maybe that could work too. Oh my gosh, choices now. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to stick that one that side. I was going to take out my glue stick, which is somewhere. But just to make this go a little bit quicker, let's just go straight for the big gun glue. Oh, gluing where I shouldn't be gluing. That's pretty cool. There we go. Gee, that was a bit of a fly by the seat of my pants type thing. That's very cool. I'm actually very happy with that. So there we go. There's our little tunnel book with its little secret garden right at the back. And then another little secret garden over there and some writing space. I don't know what I'm going to write in it because, again, this is my journal. And I'm not very good with the whole actual writing in the journal of the thing. But you know what I mean? I think a lot of us are like that. We like making them. We don't like writing in them. But maybe I'll do a bit of contemplation because this is just over the halfway mark. So maybe I can just write a few notes about how this collaboration's made me feel and stuff, you know. Right, so still need to just take out that F. That one's gone. I can't see the pencil marks on there. You can kind of see them here. Let's take those ones out. Take off the F. Take out that. There we go. Put here. And then the front one, that F is covered. There we go. Done. Okay, that's it. I'm happy. I'm finally done. Sorry this has taken so very long, but you'll forgive me because it's beautiful. So there is my interpretation of window or tunnel. I've gone for a tunnel book, and I think it has turned out really beautiful. Secret garden. And the last one. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Looking forward to it. And yeah, take care. God bless. See you again next time. Bye for now.
Another prompt is finished, or maybe just a few. We're so glad you shared your crafty heart and view. There's no right or wrong way, just the joy of the design. With Hazel and with Candy, we've had a lovely time. Keep using the hashtag FF2026. We love to see your pages and your crafty tricks. We'll be right there to cheer you on till the fun in Feb is done and gone. Thanks for crafting with us. See you in the next one. Ooh.